Here with Rep Jon Cross, the Kenton soldier himself.
Kenton soldier, here I am.
Rep Cross, you're killing it on TikTok right now, man. On this.
No one else is on TikTok today.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got you on there. I didn't know you were a defender of public schools, man. You send your kids to public schools?
Yeah, so I grew up in Kenton, Ohio, and I went to Kenton City Schools. Had a great time. Mom went to Kenton City Schools. Dad was at Ridgemont. See, Mom was a Kent cheerleader. Dad was a Mount Victory Ridgemont guy, and proud that Carson or Connor going to our schools there. So, you know, in Northwest Ohio, in my district, I would say a lot of our community members wear their pride on their sleeve with our school, you know, brands. And
the Wildcats.
Wildcats, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm from Marion, so I know Ben Mott, the Mock family, all that.
That's right. Yeah. So we showed a little school spirit last week.
Yeah. And so how would you? Because a lot of people online, they pointed that you went after the American for Prosperity's lobbyists, but you're a co-sponsor of the backpack bill, which would do a similar thing with the vouchers.
Yeah. The one thing that when you co-sponsor legislation, you certainly have the intent. My opinion of school choice is, one, I support open enrollment. For Hardin County, I don't believe we have any private schools in Hardin County, but it's really about, the old joke is, as you know, being from Marion, is which Friday night football team do you want to play for? All of our schools in Hardin County are great. So for me, for school choice it's about supporting open enrollment, and I think we do some good things inside this budget with vouchers that help that child that may really need to go to a different school can go to a different school. But supporting a bill that's going to cost $2 billion, obviously that's where I have a concern, particularly when a lobbyist group or a special interest group comes in and gives us a rough time for wanting to spend money but not spend their money. And so really the debate is less about school choice. The debate is about at what cost. Because at the end of the day, my taxpayers, including myself, you too, we pay taxes. We're going to have to pay for this stuff. And so really it's a debate about what can we financially afford and what we can't. And quite frankly, I'd like to take some money and fix failing schools, because school choice doesn't fix failing schools. School choice is a movement of a child. But if there are troubling schools out there, and I don't think there's any troubling schools in my legislative district, but for maybe other cities that have troubling schools, I feel obligated that we have to help fix it. And does fixing it with money solve the problem? Absolutely not. It takes leadership, it takes tough work, it does take some funding. So I appreciate you asking the question and allow me to kind of clarify, because you can put your name on any bill, but you really have to look at the bill, understand what's going on inside the bill. Would I vote for a $2 billion increase of taxes for school choice? No. Can we do school choice at a less costly or for free? Absolutely.
So you think the backpack bill, because Rep Ferguson, he told me the backpack bill is pretty much dead on arrival now.
I think that version is probably not going to make it because it's too expensive. So, but again, I think we're doing some good things inside this budget that helps with vouchers and parents getting their child at the right thing. One thing we can't do as legislators, we can't legislate parents. And at the end of the day, I have an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old. It's our responsibility as a parent or a guardian, grandparents, whoever's taking care of the children, to do a lot of educating at home. We do a lot of reading with Carson and Connor. We try to help with homework. It is also the responsibility of parents, because I always say parents should choose what's best for their children in education, what they eat, how they let them be parents. But at the end of the day, it's also the parents' responsibility or the guardian's responsibility to put them on a good pathway.
So a lot of kids don't even have, parents that are actively involved, and like school choice to them is nothing because their parents aren't even going to know it's a thing.
That's exactly right. And I was very fortunate to hit the parent lottery and have a wonderful mother and father who care deeply. I'm learning to be a good parent and to be a good advocate for my 2 boys, and hopefully they'll be the same some way when they get married and have children. but I realize that not everyone has the same household, the same structure, the same resources. You want to wrap your arms around all these kids and love them for those that don't have that opportunity. So I think that's where we can do some things here in the legislature, supporting children, not just in education, but all the wraparound services, all the things we do. We may not get it right, but I'm hopeful in the time I'm down here that we can make a child's experience in Ohio much better. So when they grow up here, it was better this generation than it was my generation. And my parents said all the time, my generation had it much better than my mom and dad's generation did. So I hope each generation it just gets better. We make good investments. So the Carson and the Connors of the world and all these kids that are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, when they become 40 and have families, Ohio's better than it was in 2023.
Well, brother, I don't think you're going to be getting a Christmas card from the AFP this year.
I'm off the Christmas card list. Hey, listen, hello to all the fans, the Rooster fans out there. I love you, and thanks for watching, and we appreciate his advocacy and his hustle and being down here and asking tough questions. And look, no one's running.
No, hey, you're not running. Hey, some people do. Some people do.
It's tough, and there's going to be times where we have even tougher questions and tougher issues. It's just a great honor to be here. We're not here forever. We're citizen legislators. We don't know it all. We look to people around to get good advice and try to make the best decision we can. Awesome. Thanks for being here.